We have a ton to cover tonight, so let's go ahead and get started. First of all, we have the Leatherman clip right here. On this tool, we have the bottle opener, and then we have the 1/4" driver. Now, one of the things you'll notice on these tools is that the retention on these is not extremely great. I guess you could always add Scotch tape to the bits to make it hold in there a little bit better, but that is something we're going to find as we go down this line right here. The next tool we're going to come up with is the Gerber Mullet. Now, this has a bunch of different tools. This has the cross driver, or as we would probably describe it, the Phillips driver. In here, we are going to have probably one of the best 1/4" drivers of any of these. But as you can see, the driver still falls out. But it does hold the retention a little bit better if you get it in the perfect spot. Then right here, we've got the belt loop. On this side, again, we have the bottle opener. On this side, we have got the scraper, or I guess you could say a huge screwdriver, even though they label it a scraper. And then we have the large screwdriver and the small screwdriver. And then what they label as a nail puller and the wire stripper as well. So all these functions come with the Gerber Mullet, and then Gerber defines this as travel friendly. I guess you will find out at your own peril if the TSA would take it or not, but supposedly it's something you can take with you. So this is going to be one of the two largest of all these single piece multi-tools, so keep that in mind. Now, the next one we come to is the SOG MacV. This is going to run somewhere around the $16 range. I think the Mullet runs somewhere around $11 or so. And this has the 1/4" driver on the bottom. And as we see, the 1/4" bit falls out very easily. Let's try it the other way. And again, falls out super easy. On the bottom, I think they do label these as two different size drivers. We have the nail puller, we have the Phillips, and the flat driver as well. We have a very unique bottle opener right here. And then on this side, we have a carbide sharpener, which is extremely unique on a single piece multi-tool. And that's probably the nicest thing about this tool, and also the cord cutting blade right here to cut cord. I really like that as well. Now at the top, we've got a 1/4" wrench, we've got a 5/16" inch wrench, and we've got a 3/8" wrench. And then on this side, we have the large screwdriver, which looks very similar to Gerber's scraper. So that is going to be this tool. What I like about this is it's very small, but yet it's got all those tools packed in. One of the negatives of it is that it's so nice and flat, and then this sticks up right here, sort of making it a little bit more inconvenient to carry. The next tool is going to be the Leatherman shooter, and right away, the best tool on this is definitely the driver. Huge fan of the driver. Big thanks to Richard Sullivan for donating this for this channel. This is going to be the bit driver, and it does work with any of Leatherman's bits that I've tried, whether small, long, or short. They all seem to fit in there, and it holds the best of any of these bit drivers. So definitely really, really good. And then this stows away in this rubber insert like so right in here. And then you can store this. And then it has a pretty flat profile. Now this is going to be your bottle opener, your lanyard attachment, and then you are going to have what they label as your spring hook right here as well. So this is going to be a specific surfing tool. This is your wax comb. There is some more general purpose use multi-tools, but this is on sale, as far as I know, still for $4. And so a huge thanks again to Richard Sullivan for getting that for me, because as you've probably heard in one of my videos, I can't buy anything off Leatherman's website at the moment. Now on the Gerber Mullet, I did want to mention this is a belt loop holder right here. So keep that in mind. It can easily hold this tool on your belt. Now the last tool is actually probably one of the most useful in this lineup. the Leatherman shooter is definitely the most useful for the bit driver. This is going to be the most useful for a blade, if that is what you're interested in. So it depends what you're interested in. This is the best for the sharpener, this is the best for the bit driver, and this right here is best for the blade. So we have got a bottle opener, we have got screwdrivers, or so they say, nail puller, pry bar, and then we have this box opener right here. It does lock into place, which is pretty neat. Then we have a little bit of jimping right here for your thumb. And then we have this blade, which is very sharp. If you buy this, you cannot buy this in the US right now, but you can buy this off AliExpress. Be very, very careful. This is a very sharp blade. Someone in my family has already cut themselves with it, and I had to whip out the Band-Aid for my billfold and take care of that little scrape. So keep that in mind. Now, Nextool generously supplied this to me, so big thanks to them for that. Now, one of the neat things in the EDC multi-tool world is that there are things like this from Grim Workshop where it's actually a Velcro patch and you can fit a tool in the back. And of all these tools, the Nextool fits the best. Now, when you get the Nextool, it does come with this as well, so you can hook it to anything pretty much, but you can fit it into this patch and then it fits on the hat like so. Now, this patch obviously is going to stick out a little bit, and because it makes such a loud noise, I'm not going to work on it anymore, but it does stick out a little bit, so you will need to keep that in mind. So all these have uses. They all have some advantages and disadvantages. I guess the Gerber Mullet, I'm not sure. I guess the belt loop is the big advantage with that, but all the rest have some very unique characteristics. This obviously is, a lot of people would just get it for the carabiner aspect, but this is great for the bit driver, this is good for the sharpener, and that one is good for the knife blade. So they each have their area that they're more expert in. I will leave links below. Keep in mind that these are not huge multi-tools, but they definitely can offer some more value if you need to pack them into some small spaces. All right, I'll see you in the next video.